Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Gazar Kolyan. I'm the Marketing and Brand Director at Neo Architecture Lighting, and with me is Dan, my colleague. He is the brand manager for FL Lighting, and he's also been the head of our engineering and technical support department for over 16, 17 years.
17 years.
Since the days when we were Louis Paulsen. Just to introduce our webinar to people who haven't done it with us before. Back during the pandemic, we started doing 15-minute quick calls with a lot of our specifiers and our agents, just to give them snippets and new introductions of our products. Now that we're our new offices in Hollywood, in Florida, we've set up a nice studio where we're making use of it. So every month, once a month, we will do similar 10 to 15-minute talks. We're calling them light talks, just to keep it light and casual. And we know you have busy schedules, so we're not going to take more than 15 minutes of your time. This month's topic is stackable lighting. I'm sure you guys already received our campaigns. Basically, we're going to review some of our products that we have from Louis Paulsen and FL Lighting that are stackable. My colleague Dan is more experienced and knowledgeable, so I'll turn it to you. Take it away, Dan.
All right, thank you, Gazar, and thank you everyone for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us today. I'm going to go ahead and share our PowerPoint, and again, we'll be respectful for your time, knowing that. Let me just get this PowerPoint on here. Good. Here we go. Okay, click on the button here. Go. Okay, hopefully you're able to see our presentation. Today we'll be going over our new system of poles and luminaires where you can mount multiple luminaires on a single pole. We think this is an exciting new option for you and your clients to be able to consider. I'll briefly go over the concept. As urban landscapes evolve, the need for efficient, aesthetically pleasing, sustainable lighting solution grows, creating environments that are both functional and visually engaging, while also considering cost efficiency. This is an innovative technique gaining traction, stacking multiple post lights for parks and streetscapes. We have multiple luminaires, which we'll go into details about those luminaires to come up. So you see in the image here our flint plaza pole and two units that are stacked above that. So what this allows one to do, and when specifying these types of stackable light solutions, is fill in a wide area, say courtyards, park spaces, parking lots, with fewer poles. And that's very economically viable if you have a budget-sensitive project. And it also frees up more space for other landscaping details or additional parking spaces, whatnot. So using fewer poles creates those additional options and availability. So we think it's also environmentally sustainable in that you're using fewer poles, fewer concrete bases, fewer installation costs to achieve the same light distributions that one would require multiple poles on when using single luminaires per poles. All right, what we have here is a new product that we're launching in the past year from FL Lighting. And hopefully you've had some of our materials or our trainings on FL Lighting's products. This is the NIX 330 post top. You see in the image here, this is a skate park where they've installed 3 of the NIX 330 poles, luminaires on a single pole. Obviously, this is a unique mid-pole mounting feature for the NIX 330 post top. These are some technical specifications on the NIX 330 post top. And you see here in the image, this is a pole top version of the luminaire. But either option, either the pole top or the mid-pole mounting options have the same power packages available, same distributions, up to maximum 42 watts or 4,300 delivered lumens. 3 different distributions. There's a type 2, type 3, and then also the comfort version, remind everyone, the comfort version has internal diffusers over the LEDs and a more frosted lens for more comfortable distribution with reduced glare for pedestrian areas. All of the NIX 330 mounting versions mount onto a straight 2.4-inch diameter pole. Here you see two luminaires mounted on such a pole in a beautiful quartz and brown finish, and you can see the beautiful clean distribution of the comfort version on the drop-down lens of the NIX 330. We do have poles available to create these installations on the NEO Architect, excuse me, the NEO Architectural website. So, and we have cross-referenced links so you can verify which poles are compatible with which post-top luminaire. Again, the NIX 330 is a very beautiful, compact luminaire, very sleek in design, no extraneous or distracting design elements, clean, simple geometry that is beautiful to behold, whether it's luminaire or not. And all versions have an option for a top-mounted photocell control as desired. And another installation image of the NIX 330. This has three luminaires aimed at 120 degrees angle separation from each other. We think this is a beautiful type of installation, and obviously creates all types of different distribution patterns to be achieved. Here we have another FL lighting product. This is called a turn spot. It's an aimable projector that mounts onto poles. We have two different beam angles. There's a flood beam angle or a wide flood beam angle. You can achieve all types of distributions using multiple luminaires. And of course, the aimability of the product really allows for tailored light distributions on facades, architectural features. Let's say you've got some statues or fountains that you really want to highlight. This is a unique product that would be really usable in those types of applications. You can see for the installation, mounts onto a 3-inch straight diameter pole. Cable entry into the pole is above the luminaire to allow for maximum flexibility and aimability. There are different snoots available for the FL turn spot. You see here, we've got the metal snoot application, and then we also have the opal ring. This is called the turn spot halo option, and that opal acrylic snoot does glow, creates a nice horizontal glow accent for a different type of aesthetic. Otherwise, both products are identical in construction and power packages. We have some installation shots for the turn spot, multiples on single poles. And we do have poles, as I mentioned, on the NEO Architectural website, a couple of different designs in those poles. We have tapered poles and then straight poles. On the tapered poles, they go up to 25 feet in height, allowing up to a maximum of 6 of the turn spot luminaires to be mounted on a single pole. Of course, we do have a team of engineers. If there are different types of combinations, different quantities on poles that you would like to explore for a particular project, just contact us and we'll be able to develop customized solutions for your project needs. 1, 2, 3 or more luminaires per pole. We'll move on to the Lewis Polson Flint Plaza product line, which came out, I'd say, about 4 years ago in support of the popular Flint outdoor product line. Everyone's familiar with the Flint bollards, which has been selling like hotcakes for us. Here we have the larger pole-sized version of that family, the Flint Plaza. You can see multiple luminaires are stackable. This creates a clean cylindrical profile as the diameter of the pole matches the luminaire and creates that nice sculptural look to it. Has the famous downward light with the scooped out reflector section of the light sections. If you're not familiar with how these are installed, each light section is a complete luminaire within itself, and they are designed to stack. They are interchangeable and interlocking. There are connectors within each light section so that they pass through the power to the luminaire above them. There are also options to have spacers which don't have light sections. So if you wanted, let's say, a space between two light sections, that is an option as well. Here you see an illustration of the aimability of the light source within Flint Plaza. Obviously, the light unit itself is horizontally rotatable on the pole itself. It's 359 degrees. And then within the luminaire, the optics are aimable, so you can slightly tilt the beam towards the pole base or away from it. So it's 30 degrees is nominal, and then you have a plus or minus 5 degrees aimability vertically. There are multiple beam angles that are available for Flint Plaza. You can see that on the right side of the image. You have a tight beam, which is about 15 degrees, medium flood beam, 35 degrees, and then a wider flood option as well. That's relatively new at 60 degrees. And as I mentioned before, each of those reflectors do have slight vertical aiming, starting off at 30 degrees plus or minus 5 degrees, so you can get closer or further away from the pole base. On the left side, you can see the distribution patterns. That's as if all the light sections were aimed towards one side or towards the left. You can see the distance throughout. It's hard to read the numbers, but it does get quite far from the pole when you're mounting at those higher heights. Here's to show our standard options for Flint Plaza. And of course, my team will work with you if you need to customize the pole heights. Our standard heights for Flint Plaza are available in 8-foot, 10-foot, or 12-foot options. These are customized to match the diameter of the Flint Plaza. We do have options that have a GFCI outlet in the base of the pole, and these have the special tenon that receive the luminaires on top. You can see also the options available, light section. We also have that blank spacer, which is 18 inches in height. And each pole assembly will require a top that's off, obviously to close off the section of lights. Here's another close-up image of the beautiful Flint Plaza stack. And this includes that optional spacer between to create a different type of lighting distribution. And another beautiful installation for Flint Plaza. This has 3 luminaires. We've determined that for our 12-foot pole height across the country, up to 5 light sections can be stacked and meet all wind load criteria for safety. If there are any different types of specific site specific applications or safety concerns, we'll work with you to evaluate wind loading or other criteria to make sure when we're stacking these lights, all safety concerns are met. And this final image shows a stadium, and you can see how the Flint Plaza has been used along the pathway leading up to the stadium and on the stairwell. Again, a beautiful, sleek solution with fewer poles to distract from the landscaping, multiple luminaires to fill wider spaces. We really believe this is a powerful application that will enable you to serve your customers and clients in achieving all types of lighting applications in spaces. That's it for the presentation. I'll stop sharing and we'll see if we have any comments or questions in the chat.
Susan is asking, does the turn spot only rotate or does it also tilt?
Good question. Yes, the turn spot from FL Lighting does have horizontal aiming. It can be in or positioned 360 degrees around the pole horizontally, and then side to side has up to let's say 80 degrees rotation. So you don't want it. It's not an uplight. It's not designed to be aimed upwards, only downwards. So you wouldn't want to aim it above the horizontal plane. I hope that answers your question.
Eric is also asking about the turn spot. Does it come in 35K color temperature?
Not as standard, but that we use standardized LEDs, so that is an easy modification. I'm not even sure if we would charge an upcharge for that. It's so easy. So that's one of the features for FL Lighting. They use these standardized LED packages, so modifications such as color temperatures can be easily done.
And Joseph is asking, are the fixtures compatible with wireless control, i.e. Kasambi?
Yes, all of the products we showed today, that's the NIX 330, what was the other one? The NIX 330, the turn spot, and the Flint Plaza all have options that have a top-mounted C136 417 7-pole receptacle mounted on them. I believe for the turn spot, our solution would be to add that onto the side of the pole. On the Flint Plaza, it's on the top cap of the system. So you can deploy wireless control nodes onto those receptacles, or of course you can use simple photocells as well.
Just a reminder, this webinar is recorded, so whoever's registered and have attended or didn't have a chance to attend, we will be sending the recording out. My colleague Don also attached to the chat here the presentation that Don went through, and we will also send that out in a follow-up email. We look forward to seeing you next month. I think the topic next month will be the portfolio of our dark sky luminaires. So we'll go through those options that we have from both Louis Poulsen and FL Lighting. Just one last question came in now. Do you offer photometrics if we need assistance selecting the best application for a project?
Yes, you can certainly consult with us. We provide IS files on our website, but we also have the ability to generate layouts here, and just reach out to us and we'll provide that kind of support to you.
Perfect. Just a reminder, if you're a specifier watching, you can go to our website and get the contacts of our agents in your territory. We provide a lot of marketing material and technical files like Dan mentioned through our agents, or contact us directly. We can do that as well. Thank you very much for your time. We look forward to seeing you next month for our next LITE talk. Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you.
Thanks.